Good morning my dear students, welcome to the English class. I think you people are safe and studying well. Students, already we had completed 2 lessons and 2 poems. I think your fairs are completed and corrected also. See here students, don't waste the time and listen to your parents. Okay students, today let us learn our next poem, that is Palanquin Bearers. See here students, this is a very beautiful poem written by Sarojini Naidu. See here students, this poem is for memorization. See here students, I had shown the picture of palanquin here. I know you people also saw the palanquin. See, in fairs in Vijaypur, whenever Sankraman fair will be there, in that palanquin they will carry the god statue and they will do the procession. See here students, here the palanquin is carried by 2 men. They are called as bearers. Bearers means carriers. Bearers means what? Carriers. See, they are carrying the palanquin. See, here the theme of the poem is to reflect about the Indian marriages and their culture. See here students, here the poet used the feeling of laughing and crying. See here children, according to the Indian culture, the girl after one certain age, the girl have to leave her parents. She will be got married and she have to go for her husband house, and that time she have to leave her parents and she have to go for new house. That time the girl is facing under 2 situations. One is that she is happy that she is joining a new house. Another situation is she is crying because she have to leave her family members. That only here beautifully Sarojini Naidu has written in this poem. Okay children, now let us see about the poet. See here children, this is the picture of Sarojini Naidu. Okay, now let us see about the poets. See here, Sarojini Naidu was born in the year 1879 and she died 1949. See here, well known as the Nightingale of India, Sarojini Naidu was also a famous English poetess. She was a political activist and played an active role in the freedom movement. She was the first woman to become the governor of an Indian state after independence. Some of her major contributions are The Broken Wing, The Birds of Time, The Golden Threshold, etc. See here students, Sarojini Naidu was born in the year 1879 and she passed away in the year 1949. And see here, she was famous as the Nightingale of India. See here student, she was also famous as a English poetess. See here, she also took part in the freedom struggle. And my dear students, she was the first woman to become governor in India after our independence. Here, she wrote so many famous poems. Among them, The Broken Wing, The Bird of Time, The Golden Threshold are her famous works. Okay students, now let us see the pre-reading task. See here they had given some questions. See, in the present day, brides in India are taken in a decorated car. Wherever they go, how were the royal brides in ancient days taken around? See here children, in olden days there were no vehicles. So, for that reason the brides are taken in a palanquin. Nowadays the brides are going in a decorated car. That time there were no vehicles. For that reason they were taken in a palanquin and the bearers are carrying the palanquin. Okay. Second one, who do you think took the privilege to escort the bride? See here, the bearers, they used to carry the palanquin. Next, How are the deities in the temple taken in a procession during the festivals? The deities are taken around in chariots. Here deities means gods, god statues. Okay. Now let us see the poem. Okay students, this poem is for memorization. Okay, first I shall read, you people repeat after me. Okay, see here. Lightly, oh lightly, we bear her along. She sways like a flower in the wind of our song. She schemes like a bird on the foam of a stream. She floats like a laugh from the lips of a dream. Gaily, oh gaily, we glide and we sing. We bear her along like a pearl on a string. Softly, oh softly, we bear her along. She hangs like a star in the dew of our song. She springs like a beam on the brow of the tide. She falls like a tear from the eyes of a bride. Lightly, oh lightly, we glide and we sing. We bear her along like a pearl on a string. Okay students, you have to buy this poem because it is for memorization. Okay, now let us see first stanza. See here students, first stanza, first I shall read. See here. Lightly, oh lightly, we bear her along. She sways means moving from one side to another like a flower in the wind of our song. Next, she schemes means moves smoothly over something like a bird on the foam. Foam means small bubbles of a stream. She floats like a laugh from the lips of a dream. See here students, I have shown the picture of bird here and the flower. See, whenever the wind blows, the flowers will move from one side to another side. Okay students, now let us understand the meaning of this stanza. See here, first I shall explain only 2 lines. See here, first 2 lines are lightly, oh lightly, we bear her along. She sways moving from one side to another like a flower in the wind of our song. Okay, see here students, the bearers, they are carrying the newly married girl in a palanquin. See here, while going they are singing a song. They are singing a song and carrying the newly married girl in a palanquin. See here, in their song they are telling that the bride is too light. The bride is too light to carry, and they are saying that it is not a hard work to carry the bride because they are enjoying their work. They are enjoying their work. So, see here, now they are comparing the bride to a flower and a bird here. See here, what they are saying, the bride moves softly according to the movement of the palanquin. How the palanquin is going, how the bearers are carrying, like that the bride is moving softly because she is sitting inside the palanquin, and sometimes she was moving from one side to another. For that reason they compared the bride to a flower. You all know flower is very beautiful and delicate. Here the newly married girl is also very beautiful and delicate. For that reason they are comparing the bride to a flower. They are saying that she sways like a flower in the wind of our song. Means she is, whenever they are going, that time she was moving from one side to another. Like that, whenever the wind blows, how the flower moves from one side to another. See, in picture I had shown the flower is moving. Okay, next 2 lines, see children. She schemes means moves smoothly over something like a bird on the foam. means small bubbles. Here I had shown in the picture small bubbles of a stream. She floats like a laugh from the lips of a dream. See here children, how the movement of the bride is compared with a bird when the birds touch the foam of a stream. See here, the bird is touching the foam of a stream in the picture I had shown. Slightly it will fly, slightly it will fly. Here, when the bearers are moving, the bride also moves slightly. She is very light and she was dreaming. What she was dreaming, children? She was dreaming about her new life. What she was dreaming? She was dreaming about her new life. That time she was slightly laughing. That time she was slightly laughing. See here children, here the poet, she compared the bride to a flower. And see here, when the wind blows, the flower will move from one side to another. Like that only, when the bearers are moving, the bride is also moving. See here children, in this stanza, the poet is comparing the bride to a bird and to a flower. Okay children? Okay students, now let us see the next stanza. First I shall read. Gaily, O gaily means happily. We glide means move and we sing. Next line. We bear means carry her along like a pearl on a string. Softly, O softly, we bear her along. She hangs like a star in the dew means condensed drops of water of our song. Okay. Now first let us understand only two lines meaning. See here first, once again I repeat those two lines. Gaily, O gaily, we glide and we sing, we bear her along like a pearl on a string. Okay, now let us see. See here children, the bearers are saying, we are carrying the bride very happily by singing a song. And they are saying children, now they are comparing the bride to a pearl. They are comparing a bride to a pearl. They are singing that we are carried the bride like a pearl on a string. Means you all know children, pearl is very precious and delicate. So here they are comparing the bride to a pearl. They are comparing the bride to a pearl because the bride is newly married and she is leaving her parents and she is going to her husband's house. Here she is facing two situations. One is happy for her, another one sad moment. That's why they are saying, the bearers are saying that happily we are carrying her, happily we are taking her to her husband's house. We are very proud to take the newly married girl to her husband's house. And in their song they are telling that we are carrying her like a pearl on a string. See here I had shown in the picture, see how the string is carrying a pearl, and they are telling that we are carrying her like a pearl. See here children, here the bearers are comparing the bride to a pearl. Okay, next two lines let us see. Softly, O softly, we bear her along, she hangs like a star in the dew of our song. See here, they are carrying very softly because she is newly married girl. She is leaving her family and going to a new house, and she is seated in the palanquin like a bright star. See here I had shown in the picture. See here, bright star. And you all know stars are always shining. So, this newly married girl is compared to a star, and their song reflects her happiness like a dewdrops reflects a star's light. Their happy songs shows they are very happy to carry a bride to her husband's house. So, children, here they are saying that the bride is very delicate because she is sitting inside the palanquin. So, they are saying that softly, very softly we are carrying her because she is very delicate. And here in this stanza, they compared the bride to a pearl. They compared the bride to a pearl, and next they compared her to a star. They are saying happily by singing we are taking the bride, and how we are carrying means how the string is carrying a pearl, like that we are carrying her to her new house. And also they are telling that she is like a star. You all know stars are always twinkling. They looks very beautiful. So, they are saying that we are carrying her like a pearl on a string. Okay, students. Now, let us see next stanza. Now, let us see the last stanza, children. See here, first I shall read. She springs like a beam. The meaning of beam is ray of light. On the brow means eyebrow of the tide. She falls like a tear from the eyes of a bride. Lightly, oh lightly, we glide and we sing. We bear her along like a pearl on a string. Okay, students. First, we shall understand the meaning of only 2 lines. See here. First line, she springs like a beam on the brow of the tide. She falls like a tear from the eyes of a bride. See here, children. The meaning of these 2 lines are, see, the bride moves like a ray of light that springs when it gets reflected by the waves. See here, students, the bride's movement is also compared with the slow falling of a tear from the eyes of a bride. See here, students, here I had shown the picture of sun rays also. See how the tears are falling from the newly married girl. See here, students, though the bride is very happy to visit her in-laws house, means husband's house, as well as she is very sad that she is separated from her parents. She has the mixed feeling of happy and sad. See here, students, here the bride is compared to the ray of light. You all know ray of light means it is very bright and shining. Here the bride is newly married, so she is compared to the ray of light, and slowly she is crying because she is leaving her parent and going to her husband's house. See here, children, the newly married girl is facing 2 situations. One is very happy for her that she is joining a new house. Another one is very sad for her that she is leaving her parents. So, here the poetess telling that she had a mixed feeling of happy and sad. She is happy as well as sad. Okay. Now, let us see last 2 lines. Lightly, oh lightly, we glide and we sing. We bear her along like a pearl on a string. Okay, students, once again the poetess repeated the lines that lightly, oh lightly, we glide and we sing. We bear her along like a pearl on a string. Okay, now let us see the meaning of these 2 lines. See here, students, the palanquin bearers continue to carry the bride and they are comparing her to a pearl. They travel far away, but they never feel sad or burdened by carrying the beautiful bride. See here students, they are very happy while doing their duty. They are saying that she is a newly married girl. We are carrying her like a pearl on a string, because here the bearers are very happy. They are very proud to carry the newly married girl to her new house. So they are singing that lightly, oh lightly, we glide and we sing, we bear her along like a pearl on a string. See, pearl means you all know it is very delicate and very precious. So here this newly married girl is also very delicate. Okay students, here in this poem the poetess reflects about the Indian culture and tradition, and she also saying that in India the girl has two houses, one where she born, and after some years she have to go for another house. She will get married and she will go to another house. While going here, the girl faces two situations, one happy and one sad. That time the newly married girl is very emotional, because she have to leave her beloved ones, means her parents, her sisters, her friends, and she have to join new house. So the poetess Sarojini Naidu is telling about our Indian culture. Here she tells that she is a newly married girl, means she is very delicate. That's why she is comparing her to a flower, bird, stars and ray of light, to a pearl. That she is very precious and she is very delicate. So students, I think you people understood this poem. This poem is about our Indian culture. Here Sarojini Naidu is describing about the feelings of a newly married girl, and she is compared to her very delicate and precious things. Students, I think you understood this poem. See, you have to complete this poem in your classwork, because this poem is for memorization. First you have to write the poem, then you have to write the question answer. Students, in next video I will provide this poem's question answers. Thank you.